Hi, we are continuing our educational videos on marketing for mobile games and apps. Today we will talk about the most important marketing metrics and how to analyze creatives using them. This video is perfect for those who are just starting their journey in mobile marketing to understand the nuances of ad creatives at every stage of the funnel. If you are a UA manager or a CMO, this video will be too simple for you with no new information. But if you are just starting your journey in mobile marketing, or if you are an artist or a motion designer and want to understand what is happening with the creative and how to evaluate it, this video is specifically for you. So, what are marketing metrics and why do you need them? Marketing metrics are indicators that show how effective mobile ads creatives for your game or app. By learning to interpret various metrics, you can understand what needs improvement in your creatives to make it more successful. Or the opposite, you can build a knowledge base of what doesn't work in your creatives and what to avoid. A marketing creative is any marketing material which helps to promote your game or mobile app and user acquisition or app store. Marketing creative can be in forms of statics, videos, playable ads, and so on. Creatives can show real gameplay or some features of the project or demonstrate misleading mechanics to increase the user acquisition. To learn more about what creatives are and their types, visit our YouTube channel and watch the full episode on marketing creatives. But before we move on to metrics exploration, let me explain who we are. We are Crada, a marketplace for creatives. We make awesome high-performing ads for mobile games, apps and other products. No fixed prices, no limits in the number of creatives. You can order 1 or 100 creatives. Static, 2D or 3D videos, cinematics, UGC videos and playable ads. Let's connect and see how we can improve the performance of your creatives. Let's continue to explore. Before we move on to metrics, let's review what a marketing funnel for user acquisition and mobile marketing is and what it consists of. A marketing funnel is a sequence of stages that a user goes through from the first contact with ad for your app or game to a target action such as installation or purchase. Let's go through the stages of a funnel and we will talk more about the metrics and formulas a bit later. The funnel consists of several stages. The first stage is impressions. At this stage a user sees a creative. Here metrics like cost per mile are very important to us. The second stage is clicks. This stage is when a user clicks on a creative, and we look at such a metric as click-through rate. Next stage is installs, the stage when a user makes a decision to download your game or app. And we track metrics like install rate, conversion rate, cost per install and installs per mile. The fourth stage is retention. At this stage we monitor how a user who comes in after seeing a creative engaged with the game. The longer they stay in the game, the higher the chances they will be monetized. The metric to monitor here is the retention rate. And the last stage is monetization. At this stage we look at cost per purchase, cost per paying user and return on ad spend. Now let's move on to the metrics from this funnel and find out how they can be optimized to increase the effectiveness of creatives. Let's start with the CPM metric. This metric shows the cost per mile or 1000 of impressions. Sometimes a high CPM indicates strong competition in the auction or a small audience for traffic acquisition. The next metric that directly defines interest in creatives is CTR. It shows the ratio of clicks on the ad to the number of impressions. A high CTR indicates that your creative is definitely grabbing users' attention and motivates to see what's the product behind the ad. Sometimes companies use misleads in their ad creatives to showcase mechanics that are not actually in the game. This approach helps to increase the CTR of the creative. After a user clicks on your creatives and goes to the store, we estimate a metric called IR. The install rate shows the ratio of installs of your game or app to the clicks on your ad. Or to put it simple, it shows the correspondence between what's seen in the creative and store page. That's why many companies add misleads to their screenshots and icons. In order to maintain a unified user engagement chain and increase IR, screenshots and icons are made similar to creatives the user sees before. The next important metric, CVR or conversion rate, measures the percentage of users who clicked on the ad to install the game or app. A high CVR means that your creative convinces user to take action. Many companies also track a metric like IPM in addition to or instead of CVR, but basically they're the same. An increase of IPM indicates that your creative attracts more new users per 1,000 impressions who then go on to install. Also, at the installation stage of your game or app, another metric important to us is CPI, the cost of acquiring a user who installs the game or app. By optimizing the CPI, we can increase the number of installs at a lower cost. This metric is good, but sometimes can be controversial, as cheap users often don't make enough purchases in games. And that's exactly why they are cheap and not appealing for advertisers, since they don't make purchases and advertisers don't fight for them. When a user has already started playing your game or using your app, we start looking at such metric as retention rate. Retention is a metric related to a specific day. For example, the retention on the 1st, 3rd and 7th days. It indicates how many users return to the game on each of these days. A high retention rate indicates that users continue to use the app after installation, which affects retention and repeat purchases or seeing ads in the application. At this stage, we also measure metrics such as CPPP cost per purchase, not unique, and CPPU cost per paying user, unique. They show how much money you spend to acquire one purchase or one paying user. These indicators are important for assessing the effectiveness of investments and marketing campaigns for games or apps with in-app purchases monetization model. The lower the CPP and CPPU, the more effective the advertising campaign and creatives are. And the final, more general metric is ROAS. It shows how much money you get as a result of investing in advertising. ROAS is calculated as a ratio of the revenue generated by the advertising campaign to the cost of that campaign. High ROAS of this metric means that the advertising campaign generates more revenue than it costs. ROAS, like retention, is tied to a specific period. Additionally, there is a concept of payback period, which we can discuss later on. Additional metrics that are also important to consider when analyzing creatives and buying traffic in general. The first metric is LTV, or customer lifetime value, the average profit a company makes from one user over the course of their product usage. Often products, when allow LTV, cannot actively buy traffic because it simply doesn't pay off. The second metric is AAPU, or average revenue per user, and AAPPU, or average revenue per paying user. The average revenue from one user, anyone who has installed the game, or respectively who's paying, over a certain period of time. By understanding all the metrics we have explored in this video, you will be able to better understand how creatives work and what to pay attention to. Don't forget to test different variations of creatives and analyze them according to the provided metrics to keep on improving your creative performance. I hope that after watching today's video you find a lot of useful things and will be able to apply the knowledge about metrics to improve the effectiveness of your creatives. If you want help in creating engaging creatives for your mobile game or app, feel free to contact us. Our team is ready to help you with high-performance marketing creatives of all types and formats. Let us know what you think about our video in the comments section down below. Don't forget to click the like button to show your support and subscribe to the channel to stay tuned. See you in the next videos.